I think about that verse in relation to this whole AI movement that we're living in right now. Faith, AI, community. Those are three strands, not one woman doing it all alone in a parking lot at 10 o'clock at night, trying to prove she doesn't need anybody's help. The women teaching the AI operating systems like I teach and how to build AI employees like I teach right now, they're one strand of this rope. And I deeply respect what they're building and what they're doing. But there's also, I believe, room for another strand. The faith-powered, family-first, 90 minutes a day version. And when you weave your own calling in with a little bit of wisdom about what you actually need help with, that cord gets so strong. It's not quickly broken, like the verse says. Girl, if life handed you a plot twist, a divorce, a layoff, an empty nest, or you're just ready to reinvent your life and write the best chapter yet, you're in the right place. It's not a midlife crisis, it's a calling. Hey, I'm Lori Ann, Christian AI business coach, single mom of 2 miracle babies, and the woman who rebuilt her entire life from her mom's living room floor while homeschooling my kids, working full-time, and earning my MFA in creative writing. And I built a 6-figure business doing all of it by the grace of God. We're putting God first, family second, and AI third. And God, He is never late. Hey girl, and welcome back to the Midlife Comeback Club podcast. New episodes are still dropping every Monday and Thursday, so definitely follow along, subscribe so you'll know exactly when the new episodes drop. I'm so glad that you're here with me today. Okay, so this week, I need to confess something to you. I was scrolling Instagram the other morning. My kids were occupied. I didn't have something on my to-do list for a few minutes, and I kept seeing this same message everywhere. It was women who I genuinely respect, women who are leading this charge on this whole AI revolution, talking about building AI operating systems and AI employees and teams that run without them and businesses that scale to 7 figures while they sleep. And I want to be so clear right out of the gate. I love this community. I am a part of this community, and these women are doing incredible, groundbreaking work, and I'm cheering them on every single step of the way. But watching all of it this week, I kept thinking about a couch. I know that might sound strange, but it was a specific couch and a very, very small SUV. So stay with me, because today's episode is about the moment you realize that doing it all yourself isn't actually the flex that you think it is, and what that couch taught me about building something that truly lasts. Okay. But before we do, I want to take just a second to tell you something else. The Midlife Comeback Club is for the woman who's inspired by everything that's happening right now in the AI space and just wants her own version of it, one that fits into her actual life, her budget, her family, and her faith. Called to Coach, Built to Break Free is inside the Midlife Comeback Club. It's my new AI-powered program. It's 6 phases, it's 22 modules, and a full AI-powered coaching business that you can build in 90 minutes a day. And I will tell you more about it here at the end of today's episode, but just hold on to that for a second, all right? So let's get into it. Here is a lie that I've lived in for years. And if I'm honest, one that I still actually catch myself in sometimes. If I can just figure out how to do this myself, it'll be better, cheaper, faster, and it'll prove something. But prove what exactly? That I don't need anybody? That I'm resourceful enough to never ask anybody for help? Or that somehow needing a hand makes the whole thing less impressive looking? But let's be honest, girl, that's not resourcefulness. That's just exhaustion wearing a complete badge of honor, right? So here's what happened to me. I was moving a few years back, and I had this couch, and it wasn't like some huge, enormous couch, but not a small couch either. And I had my mom's little SUV, and bless that SUV was built for, carrying groceries and maybe your dog in the back, but definitely not a couch. And it was 10 o'clock at night, and I was out there in the parking lot by myself trying to angle this couch into the back of this tiny SUV. Like somehow, miraculously, if I just found that right little angle, it was going to fold itself in half and just slide right in. And I tried it sideways. I tried it upside down. I tried even removing the legs, like that was going to be the magic trick. And I stood there. I was sweating. It was the middle of the summer. It was dark. And I was absolutely convinced that if I was just a little bit smarter or just a little bit stronger than I was, or a little more determined, I can make this thing fit. But it did not fit. It was never going to fit. That SUV was never built to carry that couch. And no amount of effort or attitude was going to change just the pure physics of that situation. So at 10:30 at night, I'm completely exhausted. I'm a little embarrassed with all the people walking by in the parking lot looking at me like I'm completely nuts. I decided to finally break down and I called a moving company. And within an hour, I had two guys that had the couch wrapped properly. They lifted it up and loaded it into their own truck that actually fit that size couch like it was absolutely nothing. Because it was nothing for them with the right tools and the right truck and all the things I didn't have, right? And here's the part that got me. I didn't feel like a failure when I finally called them. I actually felt relief. Actual relief. Like, thank the Lord. Finally, I broke down and called, and it made my life a heck of a lot easier because some things, are never meant to be carried alone, even though we try to make that happen. And asking for the right kind of help doesn't mean that you're weak. It's just using wisdom, which I wasn't doing that night. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9 through 12 says it like this: two are better than one because they have a good routine for their labor. If either of them falls down, one can help the other up. Though one may be overpowered, two can defend themselves. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. So girls, sit with that for a second. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. I think about that verse in relation to this whole AI movement that we're living in right now. Faith, AI, community. Those are 3 strands, not one woman doing it all alone in a parking lot at 10 o'clock at night, trying to prove she doesn't need anybody's help. The women teaching the AI operating systems like I teach and how to build AI employees like I teach right now, they're one strand of this rope. And I deeply respect what they're building and what they're doing. But there's also, I believe, room for another strand, the faith-powered, family-first, 90 minutes a day version. And when you weave your own calling in with a little bit of wisdom about what you actually need help with, that cord gets so strong. It's not quickly broken, like the verse says. So let's talk practically about that. What does it actually look like to stop trying to force the couch into the SUV like I did, and instead build with the right size help that God's already provided for you? Well, I think there's a few things. So number 1, name what you're actually trying to prove. All right. And sit with that. Before you build one more thing solo, ask yourself honestly, am I doing this because it's genuinely the smartest way, or because some part of me thinks needing help makes me less capable? We do this as women, right? I want you to actually sit with that question this week and ask yourself, write it down if you have to. Half the time, we're not being efficient. We're just completely scared of what it means if we actually admit that we need somebody to help us. Because we think we're superhuman women and we can do all the things. We don't need anybody's help, right? Which is partly true. I agree. We do a lot. But there are times when we need other people to step in and help us. So number 2, let AI be one of your movers, but not your whole moving company. This is where faith-powered AI systems that I teach comes in. You don't need 6 AI employees and a 7-figure operating system right off the bat to get real help. Of course, that is the goal, right? That's the full life freedom we're looking to attain. And we will get there. Yes, we will. But you could also be starting at level 1 or 2 right now and feel like that's completely out of reach and have no idea how to build those AI employees to get there. And that's okay too. You need one simple AI command center, a place like Claude, for instance, where your content and your client notes and your AI business brain all live, doing the heavy lifting that used to take you hours. And that is an absolute legitimate mover for your business. It's just size for your couch, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be size for somebody else's mansion. So number 3, let community carry what AI can't. I love this because AI can help you write and plan and organize, but it can't pray with you. Really? I mean, I suppose you could talk to AI and ask it to pray with you. Yes, but it doesn't exactly feel the same as real humans, right? It cannot celebrate your first paying client with you in an actual room or you get an actual hug, at least at the moment, right? That's what the 2 guys who showed up with a moving truck represent in this story for me. They were real humans in my corner at the very right moment that I absolutely needed them. That's what a coaching community is for. That's what Called to Coach, Built to Break Free, my new program, which teaches you all of these things about AI and how to build your own coaching business. That's why I built it. Number 4, call for help before 10:30 at night, not after. Take that advice from me. I want you to notice I didn't call the movers until I was completely exhausted, very sweaty, and completely defeated. I want better for you. I don't want you to go through that type of thing. The whole reason I built the program I built in phases with weekly group coaching calls is so you call for the right help in week 1. I don't want you sitting there for weeks wondering, oh my goodness, I'm stuck. I don't know how to get this next piece to connect to this to make the AI work for me so that I can build this business that I really feel God has called me to build. No, we're not having any of that. You're not going to get stuck. I don't want you to wait, not after you've spent a year trying to force something that was never going to fit. You can't do that. So please take all 4 of what I just told you into consideration when you're thinking about these things. It's okay if you're at level 1 or level 2 right now. If you've never started a coaching business before, or if you have and you're not as familiar with these new AI tools that keep dropping every minute of every day, it's okay. This is the time to be learning that stuff, which is what I teach inside my program. And then you figure out how everything connects together. And once you build one operating system, then you can tag on all the other operating systems. And eventually you'll be sitting where you see all these other women out there and they have 30 AI employees running their business and they have a full AI powered operating system. That is the goal. And it's the goal inside my program too. But I just want to make it clear that it's okay. We all have to start where we are. And for a lot of us, especially now in 2026, a lot of us are all in that level 1, level 2. We've dabbled with it. We might have connected a tool or so, but we haven't gotten to the level where it's independently thinking on its own and the AI agents are all autonomous and perfectly working together in the way that we really want for our dream business. The goal is to get there, but it's also okay to be learning these things as you go. And once you get it down, it's very simple to do the whole AI powered operating system like I teach in the program, which is our faith powered AI systems. But I just wanted to allow you to take just a little breath because I feel like there's so much being thrown at us, especially right now as we sit here in 2026. Every day there's something new coming out. All of these people are talking about what they're building and it's kind of like on a massive scale. And all I'm saying is, yes, we all want to get to that. And that is phenomenal. And I'm cheering every one of those women on that are doing so. But I also want to recognize that I know there are women like you out there who are sitting here saying, I really want to start building a business for myself, but I'm not really that familiar with AI, but I really want to learn it and I'm really going to figure it out. And that's what I'm here to help you with. So, number one, it was name what you're trying to prove. Number two, let AI be one of your movers, not your whole moving company right off the bat. Number three, let community carry what AI can't. And number four, call for help early, not at 10:30 at night when you're exhausted in that parking lot. So, here's what I want you to walk away with today, okay? You don't have to prove that you can build this alone. Some things were never meant to fit in your tiny SUV all by yourself. That's not a flaw inside of you. That's just physics. And it's grace if you just let it be. It's just waiting on you to call for the right help at the right time instead of forcing it in the parking lot at 10 o'clock at night. So if this episode has stirred something inside of you, and I really hope, as always, that it did, I want to tell you about something that I have built specifically for you. The Midlife Comeback Club is for the woman who's watched everything happening in the AI world right now and thought, I want in. I just need my version sized for my life. Inside the club, you get access to my brand new program called To Coach, Built to Break Free. 6 phases, 22 modules, plus bonus modules that walk you through building a complete AI-powered coaching business in 90 days. But you don't just get me for 90 days. You get me as your AI business coach for the entire year. We build your AI command center together. We have one simple system, not 6 AI employees right off the bat. We get there, but we go at a pace that works for you. Just the right size help for exactly where you are. And you get live group coaching calls with me every single week. So you get the right help in week 1, not after a year of trying to force it all by yourself. I use faith-powered AI systems, which are practical AI tools that fit into 90 minutes a day that you have to work on your business 5 days a week. And we have this awesome community of women who become your moving company, so to speak, right? It's the third strand in the cord, the people who show up for you when AI can't. So if you're ready, click the link in the show notes. You can join the wait list. We just closed the doors to the first round of the program, but I will be opening the doors again soon. So please jump on the wait list if you're interested and give yourself permission to stop forcing that couch into these places that you're not sure what you're doing with AI or how to go about building your business correctly. Ask for the right help. Fully, faithfully with a system that actually works for you, okay? Because you don't have to be alone. You don't have to figure it out all by yourself. That's what I'm here for, because you were never meant to. Okay, so I want to thank you so much for being with me here today. Truly, if you know a woman out there right now trying to force a couch into her own tiny SUV in business or in motherhood, in life, just send her this episode. Let her know she's allowed to call for help before 10:30 at night. And let me leave you with this. A cord of 3 strands is not quickly broken. You have faith, you have AI, you have community, and you were never meant to carry that couch alone by yourself. So until next time, I want you to keep putting God first, your family second, and trust that the faith-powered AI systems for your business are now here, already on the way. So I will catch you back here for the next episode, and thank you so much for listening. Hey girl, I hope today's episode gave you a little faith, a little fire, and maybe even a next step you didn't have when you pressed play. So if it did, would you take 30 seconds and share it with one woman in your life who needs to hear this right now? And if this podcast has been speaking to your heart, I would absolutely love it if you leave me a quick review over on Apple Podcasts. It helps this show reach more midlife women just like you who are ready to start building the life God actually designed them for. So until next time, keep choosing faith over fear, and don't you dare give up on your next chapter. I'll see you back here really soon.